You know exactly what it is that you want out of a partner. Stop being afraid to like ask for that. You know what I'm saying? Hey sis, I know you're already doing like your vision board for 2024 and you're like really honing in on the things that you want. And I'm all for that because I'm literally going to be doing it myself coming up. But I just really need to take some time to like really hone in on the relationship aspect of things. Not saying that I'm some type of expert, but I think there's some things that you can like tighten up just a little bit. And I'm coming from a place of love, like I would never steer you wrong. I just want you to get it together. Probably feeling a little bit of frustration when it comes to dating, as we all, because it's really ghetto out here. Like, I would love to know who is working the algorithm at Hinge because I want to have a personal talk with them because I feel personally victimized about whoever's handling the like most compatible. Like, what is the strategy? Honestly, I'm personally offended by it sometimes. Like, you can't be for real. Like, you can't be for real. Two, you feel like you're constantly trying hard, but you keep getting like the same outcome. You don't know like where to go from that. I feel you. But I think it also starts that we need to like take a step back and just like look a little bit inward. Hear me out. Like, hear me out. You need to like start standing on business. And when I say that is, I think a lot of us know exactly what it is that we want out of a partner, out of a relationship. I think a lot of us are just like, either one, there's some girls that think that they aren't worthy of what it is that they want or their expectations. And that's another conversation for another day. And I just want to go ahead and caveat this by saying you are completely entitled to love. You are completely entitled to an amazing partner. If you want marriage, you are completely entitled to a healthy, thriving relationship in marriage. You are completely entitled to that. Like, I feel like if that's what you want, you can get that, but you have to believe that you can get that. And I think a lot of us sometimes either we don't think that we're worthy of it or we don't think that it's going to come to us, and we're putting that negative like aspect on it. Pimple, you see that will not let me be great, girl. Like, it will not let me be great. I think a lot of us sell ourselves short and we're not standing on business. I've always done the thing where I make my list out of like what I want in a partner, what the things that I want him to be, like how I want him to act, the activities I want him, how I want him to look, and I always have non-negotiables. And I sell myself short too because it's conflicting sometimes where people will be like, you can have exactly what you want, don't settle. And then on the other hand, is like, everyone isn't perfect, you know, you yourself aren't perfect, so you can't expect someone to be perfect. But I don't know, I feel like I'm a true believer that you can get what you want. You just have to like put in the work, do that for yourself. Oh, I know what I wanted to say, girl. I know what I want to say. The ADHD girl. Bear with me. Think about it. When they say like careful of your words because they can become like your story, they can become actions and they can become your reality. If you're constantly going around saying things like, you know, I'm never going to find a partner, I'm never going to find love, dating is so trash, dating is awful, like I'm going to be alone. The way your brain works, it's like constantly going to try to prove you right. So then it's going to be like, yeah, here's an example of like what you're saying is absolutely right. Like, yeah, we're never going to find anybody. Dating is garbage and it's going to keep reminding you. So you have to rewire that. And if that's your, and if you're a manifester, it's so easy to manifest the things that you don't want than it is to manifest the things that you do want because of just like the society that we live in, how we were raised. And a lot of us have a lot of unlearning to do when it comes to like lack mindset. Like, we've had to endure in a place of like survival that sometimes it's hard to see past that, we can have abundant, flowing, fruitful lives, and we have to like unlearn those things that we were like taught or whatever. But I want to get back specifically to like relationships. It's like a lot of us haven't seen a lot of healthy relationships. We don't have like a lot of prime examples, and a lot of us honestly have a lot of habits when it comes to dating that we have to unlearn, and we have a lot of communication skills that we have to unlearn, like a lot of things that we have to unlearn. But you have to start telling the universe, instead of like saying what you don't want, you need to start telling the universe like what you do want. And then you have to stand on business, and that's what I want to get to. What do I mean by that? If you are putting on your profile and you know in your heart of heart that you want a relationship, and like say you know you want to be in a relationship, you know that you want marriage, like why are you playing coy about that? Why are you playing coy about that? You need to like stand on that. And also, if you know that you want a relationship, why are you matching with people who are like figuring out their dating goals, or I don't know yet? Why do you want to like deal with someone who doesn't know exactly like where they're going and like what they want? I feel like that's just inviting someone to like play in your face. Another example, if you know that you want children, like you already know that, like you know that you would want to have a family, why are you then matching with men who are like either don't, that say they don't want kids, or they have them and they don't want any more? And I get it, you know, some people can change their like mind, but if they're taking the time to put that on there, I feel like they're pretty like serious like about that, if they know that they want kids. And that's another point that I want to get to, like start believing people when they show you exactly who they are. Like start believing them, start believing exactly what they're saying. Sometimes we hear what we want to hear, or sometimes we hear things and then we think there's like open like interpretations of it, and it's just like sometimes it just is what it is, and sometimes it's not them saying things, it's like their actions. Another example, like say whenever a man is, you're like, I just want him to tell me what it is, like I just want him to say that he doesn't want to be with me, and it's like, why do you need to hear him say that he doesn't want to be with you when he's giving you X, Y, and Z examples on his, through his actions, of why he doesn't want to be with you? Why do you need to hear it? Sometimes the closure is just that they don't want to be with you, and it's like a hard pill to swallow, and I get it, you know, we get tied up in emotional like emotions and things like that, but sometimes you just have to like cut your losses. Like you just have to cut your losses. Like there's no point of like, I don't believe in history, I don't believe in closure. My closure is that either I don't want to be with them or they don't want to be with me. I don't believe in history. I don't believe with staying with someone just for the sake of like staying with them because we been dealing with each other for X amount of time, because like sometimes like look at the history that you have, it's garbage. So like what's the point, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But what I want to get back to is, you know exactly what it is that you want out of a partner. Stop being afraid to like ask for that. You know what I'm saying? Stop being afraid to go for it. We see so many girls like getting, like having thriving relationships or getting engaged, and then you start like breaking your non-negotiables because you're like, oh, I need to hurry up and get it. Or you start lowering your standards for the sake of just having someone, but then you're wasting more time in the end because it's never supposed to be them. You know what I'm saying? So like stand on business, start treating yourself like exactly like how it is that you want to be treated, and stop allowing unworthy people to like play in your face. Stop it, sister. So I think a lot of you guys will date people, like meet someone, and immediately think that that's supposed to be like a relationship, or this person is going to be your person, and that is not it. And you have to like stop doing that, because some people are only supposed to be in your life for like a flicker of a moment. A flicker of a moment. Everybody you meet is not your soulmate. Everybody you meet is not going to be supposed to be your man. You're not going to be in matching pajamas with them. Like, it just is what it is. You have to start having some discernment so you can decipher like who is worthy of your time and who is meant to be there for you. Like who is meant to be in your space, because everybody, I feel like a lot of you guys be like giving people giving people who are not even meant to be in your life so many opportunities, like so many opportunities, and I don't understand like why that is. Some of you guys are doing the chasing, and I'm like, why are you allowing this person to come in and like cause so much like strife in your life? Like I don't get it, you know? I don't get it. You're not supposed to be chasing anybody. I'm not saying that you don't have to like do any like work or whatever, because relationships take like work. It takes like active participation. But like if you have to like double text or constantly like ask your friends like if you should send this message and things like that, it should not. Because when people like actually want to be in your life, or they are actually like you or want to pursue you, they let it be known. Like it's not hard for them. When they say that people make time for the things that they want to make time, and the people that they want to make time for, they do. Even the most busiest of the busiest will make time. So if you feel like you're constantly having to like ask this person to do more, or ask this person hang out, or begging for like conversations or text messages, you feel like you always the one that has to like reach out to them, it's not your person, babe. It's time to like jump ship and like redirect, because we don't have time to be like wasting on like people who don't want to be there. Things, I'm a 33-year-old woman. These are things that I've learned like since I've been dating. I've been dating, like had my first real boyfriend at 18, so I've been dating for a very long time, and these are like life lessons and things that I've like picked up and learned along the way. So if I can like help a woman out there to avoid and like not have to learn, because I'm a true believer that you don't have to learn lessons like the hard way of like you actively going through it to like learn the lesson. You can pick up and learn from other people's experiences, and that's what I want for a lot of you guys. Like don't be out here letting these people like treat you and make you like look goofy, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, I was thinking about this earlier. Girl, everything is not a sign. You might have like a breakup, or that is so pretty. You might have like a breakup or broke up with somebody or stop dealing with somebody, and you're like over here like thinking about like shoulda, coulda, wouldas and things like that. Like, oh, maybe it could have been this, maybe it could have been that, or maybe I should reach out. And you over here seeing, Jesus, you over here seeing like all these angel numbers and like songs that remind you of them, and you're like, oh, maybe it's a sign, maybe they're thinking of you. No, no, no. They were thinking about you, they would have reached out. They're not thinking about you at all. I think women and men like process emotions differently. Like we tend to like put more emphasis on things than it is. And it goes back to, if he wanted to, he would. And people who want to pursue and make up, or who want to pursue people. Like you over here seeing all these signs, and he's not seeing any signs about you. He's not writing your name down 10 times in a notebook. He's not trying to call you back into his life, because if he wanted you back in his life, he would pursue you to get you back in his life. And he's not doing that. And I just need y'all to get that through y'all's head. If you are telling someone like how you are feeling and they negate it, they're not listening to you, doesn't care, doesn't seem to like come up with a solution, that's the thing. Like some people will just like say what they need to say to like shut you up. They'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I won't let it happen again. But if there's no real like action behind those words, they don't care. Like they don't care. And you have to decide if you are willing to put up with someone like that. Now you think about your future partner, are they a person that dismisses your emotions? Or do they like hear you and like make active, or try to make active changes to like find a solution? That's what we need to like think about as well. I could like go on and on, but that was just like on my heart. This Chanel lip gloss is so pretty. But yes, I just wanted to like come, girl, and like talk to you. I don't have all the answers or whatever. I know they say like don't take dating advice from someone who's like not in a relationship. I may not be married and I may not actively be in a relationship. However, I have a little bit wherewithal and knowledge to like help you stay clear of like some things. You know what I'm saying? You guys are so much like so worthy of so much more. You're entitled to so much more. You're deserving of so much more. But I can only tell you so much, and your friends can only tell you, your family can only tell you, hell, your therapist can only tell you so many times until we're like black and blue in the face. But you have to like be like, that's an inner thing that you have to know for yourself. So whenever you're doing your vision board, or you're like doing your journaling, or making your Notion platform for the new year, and like you get to the relationship aspect of it, I want you to really take it seriously. Like, do it this year to take it seriously. I'm going to be taking my own advice as well, and reprioritizing, really honing in on what it is that I want in a partner. And if you don't know like the things that you want, start off with the things that you don't want, because then it'll kind of like be easier to translate to the things that you do want. So if you know that you don't want a man with children, you don't want to date a man with children, that's what you don't want, it's going to be easier for you to be like, okay, I want to date a man who's never been married, doesn't have any children, so we can experience that together, if that makes sense. I'm going to get off of here because I am so hungry. This coffee is not doing it for me. This is pretty like random. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. What are some of your goals going into 2024? What are you looking for in a partner? I would love to start the Discord. If you like this type of video style, let me know. Yeah, I love you guys so much. And if you got a little bit more time, go ahead and like click this video over here. Continue to watch, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!